A golf shot should be simple, but we tend to have a million swing thoughts. But this simple swing variation makes you focus on just 2 simple steps. We're going to begin with the push element of this swing.
Okay, push.
First, I just want to very briefly explain why pushing is actually more beneficial than pulling on your backswing. Because a lot of you are, right side dominant if you're a right-handed golfer, left side dominant if you're a left-handed golfer. That's generally how it is. Because what happens when we are a little bit too over-dominant with the trail side, we kind of get a bit handsy. Especially when we're a little bit anxious, we sort of lose the sequence and the intention to complete our movement, to load up enough. We end up pulling the club around. We end up pulling with the right side. You end up whipping it on the outside, and then we have to pick it up. So the club comes up, or you end up coming over the top this way. Also, with the right side domination and pulling on the backswing instead of pushing, we can get just sort of short and stuck because we pull it on the inside. We're not really winding up because we get too narrow. Then we end up having to cast it that way. So the push element is what we need on the backswing, because what it's going to do is actually give us some width. So what do we push with? At setup, I want you to feel that you're actually, with your trail arm, once you have internally rotated it, I'm actually going to feel like I'm pushing this club further away from me here. My right arm is always trying to straighten. That's the idea, it's trying to straighten. But whether I feel it more in my left or my right, I don't really matter. Your intention is with both hands on the club to feel like you're pushing away. Now, I'm not pushing this way. I'm not swaying. I am staying centered. I am pushing away. I'm just moving the club that way, because if I push here, that club, the left hand can reach. If I push with here, my right hand can reach. But if we get them working together, we can get a lot of width and we create a bigger range of motion without any extra force. I am nicely on plane. I can carry on my swing, momentum will take me further. My pushing instinct is just to about here. I don't want to keep pushing that way, but I'm pushing to here. This is giving me a nice shape, and I'm trying to maintain this shape as I move back down. Now we get on to the downswing and the pull. Now we've fixed the push. So what's the problem with pushing with the downswing? Well, it's kind of that right side dominant problem. If we push here with the right side, the strong side, we end up coming over the top. We lose that sequence. We want to actually feel like we are pushing further away here to create width. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to cast the club. I'm not casting it, but I'm pushing until I feel like my hands are more or less near my waist. My back is staying to the target, and then from here I can pull. And that is where extra whip, extra speed comes from without having to do anything. Remember, I said this had to be simple. It needs to be simple. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to practice, even at home, just short swings, little swings, feeling like whatever it means to you to push, pull, okay? It's gonna be a push, pull, a delayed pull, push, pull. I keep my head centered, I'm staying balanced, I am pushing, pulling. It creates so much more effortless speed, even on tiny little shots like that. And we get a better contact. This is how you learn a very simple golf swing. This is how you have a swing that works on the course that you can execute with confidence. Because no matter what shot you have, you pick your target, you pick your line, and in your head, you're ensuring that it is as simple as push, pull. It makes golf just that little bit easier and enjoyable. Now, if you want to make sure you get enough power with this technique, I want you to check out this lesson. It's going to give you that effortless oomph with your drives. See you next time.